Howdy, everybody. Probably ain't gonna be able to show much. Where we at? Flip the camera. Set y'all down. Maybe you can see. Some kind of text to speech. And I can use my headphones at the same time.
I got something in my trunk.
This chop saw, by the way, little 2-stroke guy. It sucks down some fuel. Dang, killer, especially when you're cutting this wide open constantly. It'll just suck down fuel. Got the topped off again. Set the gas over to the side. Let's get back to cutting. Back onto this guy. It's obviously not very square, but it is what it is. It's a circle. We're drilling into it anyways. I just re-cleaned it off. So it looks just fine to me. Get right back to it. Oh, that would be cool going sideways. Y'all make sure to happy birthday. Thank you, babe. All right, this is what I'm currently doing is saw cutting all of this. Hopefully y'all have a good view of it because I'm about to get back to cutting. So y'all are just gonna watch me saw cut and enjoy it. Y'all make sure to hit the like button too. Let's see, I'm gonna set y'all down on this little sign truss. See if that works. One day, I mean, I got tripods in the bag I can actually grab. Maybe on the next one. Not the best area for that. Somebody will just grab it and run away with it though. I ain't gonna be able to hear very well anyways in a second. Let's see. Maybe y'all see good enough. Yeah, it's just running soon. Obviously, I can't see what y'all are saying by any means. Actually, maybe do this and then I can actually see what y'all are saying. So y'all make sure to chat it up with each other as well. So y'all may actually be able to hear from the headphones. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Definitely ain't gonna be able to hear me whenever I got the chop saw running though. Y'all chat it up with each other. At least until I jump to the next spot and I can kind of answer any questions of what we're doing. But don't see a lot of real work going on YouTube, so let's do it. y'all can see a little better. I'm trying to aim it a little bit. But I'm not an American. Appreciate birthday wishes. Can't keep this thing kind of cleaned off. Got a lot of dust coming in. I'll make sure to hit the like button. Anything like that. Do we know what this lovely concrete cut is for? A new traffic signal. So this one I'm going to explain in the video. And we're doing a long form video. But this right here is going to go. I'll show y'all real quick. I'll go ahead and turn the camera around if I'm able to. Can't with a glove. So between, over there we're doing new mast arm and everything. But right now the sign truss system, we're gonna tear down the signs, the sign truss, tear out the actual truss itself, everything here we're gonna cut down. And then the city is providing a 60-foot mast arm and shaft. So we're drilling a foundation, 36-inch by 15-foot foundation here. I'm only gonna stub out a couple conduits for really grounding purposes and maybe future thing if they want to add flashers or something to it. But this foundation, oh, look at a little puppy. Ran right across. Hopefully don't get ran over. That car's coming real quick to it. Okay. But we're gonna do a foundation here, mast arm up, and then we got new signs we're gonna replace it with. 60 foot's gonna land over here, so we may cut it down because we're probably only gonna need about 50 foot of the mast arm. And unless they want lights or something on the shaft, they have a 30-foot shaft. We may also cut that down a bit. And yeah. But right now we're gonna be saw cutting and keep saw cutting and get this all the way undone. And then we're gonna come back and jackhammer. My guy's coming to meet me. Only got a couple cones and the Herbie we made an order for. They forgot to do a handful of things. So, yeah, I actually see USIC over there, so he's about to come mark out and probably screw me up a little bit more on that intersection. But he's grabbing that stuff while I'm just getting saw cut and going and ready. I'll probably jump forward while he starts jackhammering. He'll have the dump trailer and everything, so hopefully it works out that way, and it would work out good. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes and everything. What's the context? Oh, hell yeah, dude, happy birthday to you as well. Yeah, I guess you just missed it, but we're doing a foundation here for a 60-foot mast arm to replace the sign truss system. So we're saw cutting for that. I won't be able to really respond to y'all, but respond to each other, say what's up in the chat. little bad. What we got? Let's go back. You got a forklift license, brother? Close enough. We don't need licenses around here. We just got to do. Yeah, I know. I do need a mask. That is actually. But thank you for the happy birthday and stuff like that. Yeah. Y'all are gonna give me a lot of that, I bet. Don't ignore me, Steven. I can't even read it. I'm over here. Josh, what you doing? What'd you even say? I gotta go back. I don't know what you said. You got a sub as you give. Thank you. Thank you, Sebastian. I appreciate that. How much money do I get from all of this? Not enough. I'll probably go buy a mask or something like that, but I ain't too concerned about it. We're all gonna die from something. Alright, back to cut, guys. Y'all make sure to hit the like button. Y'all keep watching and enjoying. Set it down. Hold on, let me make sure the camera's clean. All I'm about to do is just get a bunch of dust on my phone, but that's alright. Bought it to make content with, man. That's good. All right, the sun's starting to come out. Time for get a water real quick and get some actual hearing pro. I think I got some earplugs in my back seat if I can find some. I had music playing, but if I'm live, the music won't play. And ears are starting to ring, so let's find that real quick. Can't read anything yet. It's all dust on it. Thank you. Thank you all for the birthday wishes and everything again. As always, I do enjoy making any kind of content videos for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Much needed right here. It's gonna help out a lot. And some water. I ain't really got a good place to set y'all down. Maybe right there. Useless earpods right now. Things are getting dirty. Which, I don't know if y'all will be able to hear me. Not like y'all are able to hear me with them in anyway. Probably just hear me through the phone now. Oh good, still got a Monster Energy in there. That's that lunchtime energy drink. Oh, that's cold. That's cold. Tastes great. Oh, I don't like these safety glasses. I don't like the tint to them. I really like smoked lens sunglasses where you can kind of still see the world. These are blue or something. Can't see much of anything. Alright. The AirPod Pros 2 are supposed to have close to earplug leveling noise cancellation. Plus, you can set the mic to cancel out background noise. Yeah, I think this would still be too loud. I may get a pair. The ones I have, it's I vacuumed while on the phone and they didn't hear the vacuum, so maybe that would help. Yeah, Alex, man, I'm gonna have to check out those ones and see how much they are. If they're a couple $100, probably won't. But it is what it is. I don't like spending money on myself for the most part, and that seems like something. Now, if it's for YouTube, if it's just for content, I'm happy to do so. Nah, brother, it ain't no mind about working on the birthday. Yeah, there ain't nothing to it, man. Just another day. You are looking like medium rare cooked beef. Yeah, that's perfect temperature. Rare, medium rare side. Yeah, I love that. This thing, don't worry, I'll be well done by the end of the day with this sun. I'm gonna put the Ear Pro in real quick. Disposable. Definitely want these guys. About to cancel out the world. Y'all gotta watch my back, I am in Jackson. Somebody's gonna come up behind me and try to rob me, steal my phone or something. I'm a little prepared, but I won't even notice them. I'll just run off with it. Set these guys down. Yeah, water would be helping out. Oh, I can't even hear myself talk. Water would help out on the saw cutting side, but I don't have a tank with me, so doing what we can. Jackson's scary as fuck. Can be. Hungry now. Ooh, there ain't nothing great right here. There's a McDonald's and a Captain D's over there, and a Raleigh's. Who's heard of Raleigh's before? It's like Checkers. Pretty much is Checkers. But they got Raleigh's up here. JBL earbuds, dude. I'll tell you, Isotunes. I bet you they have. Oh, really? That one's ocean compliant and everything. But these AirPods I have are so good at what they do of like actually playing music and everything. It's hard to find other AirPods for the same price because the AirPods are now like 80 bucks, 70, 80 bucks for the cheaper pair. And they are so good for the quality on that price. I've had other pairs for the same price that literally sound like $20 earphones. AirPod, y'all are gonna convince me. If you say it's for looks beautiful out there. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, Street Smart. Again, anybody that's into what I do, y'all make sure to check out Street Smart Traffic right there. He does the same line of work. And you'll enjoy his videos too. I know for sure he will, because I do. Y'all use them when hearing protection is needed. Well, I like stuff like that. I'm good. Y'all can convince me to look into them. I'll have to see how much the price is. If it's only 100-something bucks. I'm looking for a new set of AirPods soon. Waytronics, funny enough, actually just sent me some Beats, whatever AirPods, but I'm not in love with those. Again, the quality of the AirPods, like listening to music, it's really unmatched. Let's get back to this saw cutting though, man. We got some work to do. Last little sip of water, trying to answer anything. Well, I'm glad y'all ain't hating on me for the noise of the saw. I kind of assumed y'all would be. It sounds like y'all just enjoy it, so I'm glad for that. Do need to change. Yep. Alright, back to it. Y'all hit the like button. Appreciate you.
And a hybrid.
Well, that didn't last long. Gas. Dang it. This thing sucks restarting at times when you fully run out of gas. I'm doing this more than cutting. Always got to spill. Gonna have to pick up a new blade for that thing after this one. It's going. Kind of slow. It's going. Yeah, we'll be tearing this down and then just putting, I don't know, I don't think we're seeing maybe over there that ran into the city yard by the airport. We got some old packers off of, but they're giving us a shop. The city will be there providing it on this shop for just this place. Doing the mast arm and then replacing the signs. We'll be tearing down the signs in the truss. Toss out some cone. But it doesn't even look, it kind of looks bad now. Still got a little beat to it. Yeah, good thing OSHA isn't there. Also, live on YouTube, somebody called me a medium rare steak. Well, what are they gonna call you though? That's what you gotta say.
What do you have to call me, huh? Huh?
It's not well done, but maybe medium well, you know?
Huh? Huh? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, we're going. I'm going after I get this cut out. Gonna use that blade until it's fully burnt up. But after we get the depth around this thing, really some water would be helping a lot too. But I'm gonna go get a new blade after that. Probably leave him to start jackhammering up some. It ain't going quick anymore. So definitely need a new blade. I highly recommend that too. Yeah, it shouldn't take an hour and a half to cut out this little slot. So I gotta go pick up some stuff from Lowe's anyways. So for the camper and stuff, I gotta go get a few things. How long after paving? The most preferred is in the milled asphalt. We'll cut the loops during that, and that works the best. I mean, see, it'll last longest, a bunch of different. But then right after paving, we usually follow in behind. They usually don't even allow the paving crews to start milling around intersections anymore until detection's up, or we're right behind them. So the flashing yellow lights work. I have some videos on that, but I'll have to make a detailed video. Keep working on it. I got some Ear Pro in that back driver bin. You want that? Or your AirPods, something like that. No, again, the jackhammer is the more concerning thing. I'm worried about, using glass lens or whatever on. So keep rolling with it. New blade's gonna be good. Can feel better at least. This thing is fucking barely doing much anymore. Yeah, I think the airline's inside of it, so you can get on that. I'll help you unload the jackhammer. Guys, my phone said it got too hot. Yeah, phone got too hot. I don't know when it started doing that. Oh, we have all the cones. Y'all just couldn't tell them. Oh, we have this left turn lane shut down. So, somebody did. I know it just probably dropped altogether and came back. Get an electric one. No, we're in Jackson, dude. Ain't nobody caring about safety. It's back. Sorry, guys. Again, my phone had that little temperature warning on it. It's too hot, so maybe going to be a downside. We're doing saw cutting, but I'm about to be running to Lowe's to go get a new blade. And whoever said no cones? We got a bunch of cones. We got cones all over the place. This left turn lane shut down where we're closest to. I guess the phone's too hot, so are the workers. He's running over to the Dollar General real quick to get him something, and then he's gonna stay and kind of finish cutting. I gotta get a new blade for that saw. It is taking forever to just cut a straight line with it. Not even that far. But it's most of the way cut. He's gonna work on getting the rest of it done and then saw cutting while I get a new blade for all the other areas we're gonna be at. New safety glasses. I'll get some masks. Everybody wants that. Wonder if I... Welcome back. Yeah, again, phone got too hot, so I guess that's a downside. It's a little warm out here. And hard hats, dude. What the hell are you talking about hard hats? Somebody commented on there being like, no hard hats. Brother, we got a hat on. Crawford. My head's hard enough. People like to complain about OSHA, but they tend to forget that we begged for safer work environments 30 years ago. Yeah. There's definitely a reason for it, but it is what it is. Someone order this man a pizza at his location. I'd appreciate y'all. Man, all right, he is almost back, so. Yeah, right, it won't stop a car. Just let me know if you need anything. There's Lowe's or Home Depot. Yeah, if you think of anything extra or whatever. So. And I'll get the bug bomb stuffer and all that for the camper too. And then sometime today, try to run back and actually go set it in the camper and do it all. So probably when we go back to unload the order and stuff, we finish saw cutting. Be safe. You want my Glock? You ought to be good right there, especially in front of the police or fire department. But all right, man. Oh yeah, you do the loops and everything. Yeah, back in the day we used to say, yeah, there's a little bit of that still today. But you also want to be safe. I just think you got to be safe where it's practical to be safe and understanding. And sometimes being overly safe hurts production, and you're not even that much more safe than you were, you know. Yeah, we do a lot of loops, but that's kind of coming to a little bit of a slower season of it. We don't do loops as much anymore. A few years ago, we'd be doing 50,000 feet a year, maybe, probably more, depending on the job. Sometimes there was one job here in Jackson that was over 50,000 feet by itself of loops that we cut, and now we get small jobs for the most part of loops. It's not not a lot anymore. There's a lot of Wavetronics detection, Iteris, these Curex cameras that Temple is pushing now. There's a lot of detection that stays above ground nowadays over the loops. Just out of curiosity, what state are you in? I never saw work trucks with green strobes in Ontario. As for volunteer firefighters, I'm in Mississippi, and we do work solely throughout Mississippi. And I want to say it's like the brightest color, the green strobes and stuff like this. It's one of the brighter colors on the color spectrum thing. So it's what we order, and we've been just STI, I think, is the lighting company that we buy all the lights for the work trucks. But yeah, we use those, and a lot of people have started kind of following the trend of using these colors. They're just brighter, and you see them quicker, and than the amber lights. But you'll see it mostly on our trucks, the green lights. Around here, you got to watch for potholes like crazy, and you can't even drive the speed limit on most of these roads around here in Jackson. If you do, your tires and stuff will fall out. It's kind of crazy that it's allowed to stay this way. And I mean, most of these signals around here, it's something different world. Granted, I'll give them, they got a few hundred. They have to have a few hundred signals to maintain. It's a lot. But they also won't allow, like, state help and things either. Waterson and Louisville, nothing's safe about there. We cut about 10,000 for state. Heck yeah. Just a year you cut, or how much you cut, Adam? And yeah, it used to be a lot of state work on the loops, but a lot of the state engineers are not for it. They won't even put a quote per se, or like a dollar amount on their estimates anymore for loops. They'll, for the most part, only put in their estimates as for detection devices now, like Wavetronics, Iteris, whatever that they're wanting to put up. They're about to do a run of Curex cameras. I was hoping they were going to do the XP. They had a job, I want to say, that was getting lined up for the XP series Wavetronics device. That's that single unit radar. And either between their release, maybe lead times, or what, or for the biggest part, probably just Temple is huge in the state as a supplier. They got Curex, it seems like. A lot of Curex cameras are going to do instead of the XP series, or the XP21, I think it is, from Wavetronics. And I was really excited. I want to work on those. I want to work on some of those. I haven't yet. Done a lot of Wavetronics, like Matrix and Advances, but not the XP21 yet. So hopefully we get some in the state soon. I heard of one city that was about to jump on it, and I'm all in for it when they do it. I'll go out there and help out for free, if anything. Make a video on it. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, what is it around here? Somewhere I saw like a street name sign upside down, just hanging about 8 foot from the road. It's got to be this next intersection. I'll show you in a second when we pull up to it. Ooh, I'm telling y'all, the roads around here are so bumpy. It may be a little higher than 8 feet. If it is this intersection, I can almost doubt. Yeah, nah, I mean maybe 8 feet or so, maybe 10. Maybe hard to tell, but there's a street name sign, and you can see it just hanging by its tether clips right there. I'm surprised. Well, them vans probably don't hit it. It's about 10 foot up there, but an 18-wheeler would hit that thing for sure and knock it around. Could tear down some stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, my cooler just almost flew out the bed of my truck on that one. Jesus. People that drive around here, y'all enjoy that? You don't call and complain every single day to somebody? I would be. See, this is the issue with like TikTok lives and everything, because I thought about doing more of those, but I can't even drive on it. And go drive down to Lowe's, can't go do any of that stuff on TikTok. It would ban me. On the live access, at least. YouTube doesn't seem to mind. You just hit a turkey, dude. That was a monster of a turkey if I hit one. I'm telling you. Rough around here. And I mean, I'm not in love with the interstate systems around here either. But I've seen worse. Drive through Houston and Atlanta. It's definitely worse around there. Doesn't seem to get backed up as bad in Jackson. 4.5 miles I need to get over. And I still got my lights on to kill them. Boy, my GPS is like lagging right now. I guess my phone's still a little hot. Thank you, television traffic reporter, and enjoy your content. Dude, I appreciate that. And I like what you do, man. Keep on doing what you're doing. How do y'all feel about ITS systems and everything? That I guess I wouldn't really be, if you just do reports and everything, then that would help your job out immensely. Then not really going out and looking at traffic, but more or less like, hey, here's our CCTV footage of this intersection, this interstate, so on, and seeing how it's backed up or not backed up would be that is pretty interesting. Glad y'all use the systems I install to help on your jobs. I like that. I like being able to help out where I can. So glad I'm able to help you. Philadelphia is bad, I-76. I wouldn't doubt it. All that area in Pennsylvania got to be a little rough. And north or whatever. I know once you get into those city areas and I ain't been around a lot of it. Again, Houston, which is huge, that's probably the biggest I've been through or been at. Whenever me and the family's gone there and vacationed and spent some time in Houston. I love it over there too. San Antonio may be the next place I wanted to go to, if it's Texas. And then Atlanta is rough as well on the traffic side of things. Houston's almost so good that, I say good, it ain't great, but as long as traffic ain't terribly backed up, if you miss an exit, it doesn't make 20 extra minutes onto your commute. Where Atlanta, it seems like it gets backed up enough all the time that if you miss an exit, oh man, you're really screwed up there. Houston didn't seem that bad. It seemed like, oh, there's another ramp for that, constantly. Jacqueline Dunn is a traffic anchor for KSBW 8 News in Hearst Television. She has a history of reporting traffic in the Bay Area. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Hey, look, anytime anybody ever wants to use the content, I make a lot of the videos and everything I do for educational purposes. Feel free to use it as fit. I don't do no copyright thing. All exposure is good exposure, I guess, at the end of the day. Especially if it's educational and teaching people stuff, then please do to help inform people. Already 10 o'clock and all we got is that little, dude, I should have went and bought a saw blade at the beginning of this morning, and I kind of planned to. I wanted to run to Lowe's first, and Lowe's or Home Depot. I was going to run there first and get a saw blade and a couple things I got to get for the camper. And then they called about that order in Irby, and I sent my guy to go get it. And then when he showed up, they're acting like what do you mean? You know, they didn't even know about the order or anything, so I had to go pull around there. This is good. At least I'm coming up to Ridgeland, so there's a Lowe's and a Home Depot. And if the Lowe's doesn't have what I need, I'm probably going to just go to the Lowe's first, because it's a little bit easier to get to. And if they don't have what I need, then at least Home Depot right across the street will. I actually kind of been liking Home Depot a lot more lately than Lowe's. Oh boy. Dude, I'm telling you, there's never a time there is not a homeless person or something like that sitting here. When you get off on County Line Road, they get these lights here, and these, we did this pole. You can actually see it in the video. There's a little satellite radio on it, but I installed that 50-foot pole a while back, and it was kind of funny. There was two homeless guys like fighting over this shopping cart, yelling at each other and fighting over it right at the corner of where we're working at. And the way the cops handle everything around here is so funny as well. They were just like, hey, y'all just separate and go away from each other, and we won't have to take this any further. And of course the two dudes could not just do that. You know, they kept on fighting with each other, and till finally the cops arrested one, and the other dude got the shopping cart as a reward and started wandering off with it. I guess the one that originally had it, I don't know, however they made sense of it all, but different world around here. Pretty sure this is Lowe's up here to the left. I could be wrong. I can almost see their building. But that was pretty cool. Funny enough, that pole, just speaking of it, that they did that radio and everything on, we were contracted to come in and set the pole, cabinet, run the conduit, pull the cable, and then they had climbers do the radio install, which they could have used. I mean, they had a bucket truck and everything. We could have done all that as well, but neither here nor there. We just did what we were contracted and paid out to do. But my boss kind of made up plans, and the way he drew it up, he said approximately 100 foot from the pool box. So I get out there, lay it out, start drilling, running the conduit, and Wireproof, the company we're doing it for, they went out and staked it. But they staked it around 300 foot away from the pool box. So I'm out there already drilling, set the 50-foot pole, mounting the cabinet, running the conduit to it. And then they pull up, and they're like, yo, this is in the wrong spot and everything. And I'm like, hey, I'm just going off the plans I assumed y'all wrote up. My boss didn't even tell me he drew it up. And then they're telling me, like, what plans? What are you talking about? I'm showing it to them. And they're like, no, this is wrong. And I started asking who made it. I was like, man, I guess one of my bosses did. You know, maybe he's just trying to, you know, his heart was in the right place. His wording was bad on it. On his little diagram he drew up. Really just shouldn't have drew up anything for me. I'd have went out there and just made it happen. But either or, it was pretty funny. We ripped out that wooden pole, and within an hour already had it like moved again, but I had to add another 150 foot of conduit. And fun experience. I actually almost had the strap bust off whenever I ripped up the pole that time. It made me a little sketchy. Or I mean, I felt a little nervous on that pole when we ripped it back up. Ask Loop for free lunch. Who's that? Southern Bellow, Plainfield location. I don't know where all that's at. I'd have to look it up. Have you ever been up in England, specifically New Hampshire? I'd be curious to know your thoughts. New Hampshire DOT does a great job of the city of Manchester, and its signals are a disaster. I haven't been. One day we'll see where this YouTube stuff and content creation and everything takes me in the future. But as of now, no, I work for a contractor in the state of Mississippi in the United States, and that's where we do all of our work. I've been invited to go do certain things outside of that, but for the most part, just doing work here in the state. One day, we'll see. Again, content creation has to pay more than the job itself. Once it does that, we'll see where the future leads. Avery is trying to talk to you through the phone. She keeps screaming, "Daddy, listen to me." What is she trying to ask? Come here. Oh, has she tried to text me too on her thing? Probably. I ain't looked, guys. I had to look at something else. All right, wallet. Oh, real quick, let me show y'all my old driver's license picture. I don't know if y'all saw a little video I made. Trying to cover up everything here. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, my new one ain't very well either. I had to sneeze right before she's taking the picture, and she said, "All right, 3, 2, 1." And then there was like another 3-second delay before it actually took my picture and everything on my new driver's license. So, boy, I looked at that. I just laughed. I was like, man, I look like a meth head in this one. I said, at least if I get pulled over with the new one, the cop will look at it and be like, "Oh, man, you've really straightened up, haven't you?" I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely straightened up since yesterday. But it's funny. Let's get into Lowe's real quick. I'll wander around with y'all. Let's see. Tucson, Arizona, man. It's hot here. It's gotta be hot there. I'll tell you what. Ooh. Try to see real quick. I had my AirPods somewhere. Put those in. What if I answer? I don't look too much like a crazy person. Maybe a little bit though. Well, I'm telling you, got sweat in places I don't want to have sweat. Cool. I think y'all can hear out the ear pods instead of the phone. Off the bat. Yep. Just since yesterday though. Definitely not though. Never tried it, never will. No interest in that. I drink energy drinks that pump so much caffeine into me that makes me wired throughout the day. I don't need all of that. If anything, with a little bit of anxiousness, I need something to go to bed, not keep me awake. They better have good AC in here. I miss the times at Lowe's when Jimmy Johnson was all over the place. NASCAR driver. So bland here nowadays. Alright, no chop saw blades are going to be down here. Let's go look at that first. About to be $120 for that guy. I wish I could stabilize this a little better. Put y'all in the look. Oh, yeah, like a fall through the buggy. Oh, definitely. I don't like the calories of the warm milk. So I don't do it. I don't drink milk. Try not to, at least. Sometimes it's real good. By the way, they had these screwdriver sets on sale. I think they're actually going to ring up for $10. I'll check it out. I like Tough Built stuff. So far, all the tools I've had from Tough Built are really nice. Okay, here we go. Chop saw blades. The best one to go with. I bought the DeWalt before. That works pretty good. Is this a 2-pack? Oh, that's one. Well, it says 2 blades. don't see 2 blades in there. I'm so surprised there's 2 in there. If it's really 2 blades for 169, I'm probably gonna grab that guy. Let's check this guy out. I mean, maybe. Definitely 2-pack. I guess it's just honest packaging. Oh, definitely. It shows right there. It's 2 of them. Okay. I like that, dude. Get the 2-pack for... I ain't got a 2-pack of the DeWatts, though. No. I like the DeWalt blades, too. These ones work pretty well. But a 2-pack of these Nortons, it's a pretty good brand, too. I've used plenty of them. I ain't actually tried this guy before. I don't know if this is that much better. Yeah, I'm just going with the 2-pack. That sounds pretty good. If I get indecisive at Lowe's, I'll be sitting here staring. Oh, it almost froze up. He's a traffic light guy, not a roadside area worker. He's not on bad. Maybe Monster, but not bad. Yeah, definitely plenty of Monster. Monster, the 0 sugar Monsters is what I definitely go for. It's what I like a lot. Yeah, Lowe's now, we're picking up some new blades for the shop, so something we needed earlier. Did a chalk line, that would help, but I ain't worried about a chalk line. It's hard to walk through Lowe's, man. I see them little yellow tags, and you just gotta look. Probably not. Then we need bug bomb. Let this keep falling. Got a little bit of a little roach problem at the camper. We got a building we stay in beside it too. We'll want to try to get the camper fixed up when we have extra guys up here. In the cart. Is that not the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. See, they put too much in too many areas right here. I think that's all I need. Chop saw blades, bug bombs, or foggers, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. May go live again once we get back out on site, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it now so I can get checked out, and I gotta use the restroom, so peace out. But I have to do this.